What's going on? It's Fist bringing you news like I do. And you're looking at this game right now. You're looking at this video. This video I posted 2 or 3 years ago. Police urban combat, police combat, whatever. It was a take on the Call of Duty style game, and everybody was like, this game should have came out when Modern Warfare 3 came out. That's when this spin-off should have came out. And talking about spin-offs, we are going into a whole nother tangent. The franchises and the developers are leaving the franchises behind. They're taking a break from them or whatever they're doing. So if you haven't heard, today there was leaked information, and E3 is right around the corner, June 6th, June 12th, that this type of game is going to be announced at E3. And you're like, well, who's announcing it? As it stands right now, based on the rumors, it's Visceral Games, which is run by EA, which was part of the half of the studio was Sledgehammer that took off and started and worked on Dead Space and took off and started the Sledgehammer studio. So you have this weird dichotomy of half of the Visceral studio going to start Sledgehammer, and Sledgehammer is the one that's making Call of Duty. This looks like a Call of Duty game, and Battlefield is not announcing a new Battlefield this year. I mean, if you look at all the evidence that's standing before us, like I said, Battlefield, it's dead. The series is dead. Forget it. It's over. The last time Battlefield was any good on the console was 2005 Battlefield Modern Combat. And then the game was completely ruined. And the proof's in the pudding. Call of Duty is doing the worst it's ever done in the history of Call of Duty. And still, Battlefield can't beat it. With all its new Frostbite 2 engine and razzle-dazzles and all that, it still isn't doing anything. So EA decided that they're going to release a Call of Duty-esque type game. And here's the weapons you see here. Thieves Against Police style Call of Duty game with the Visceral Studio, which is the half of the team that was Sledgehammer. So I said this should have been done a long time ago, 3 years ago. And it's been 3 years. They probably started it right after this video was released, when I posted it, the very first person to post it on YouTube. Go back on my videos. And somebody stole the idea and then went to Kickstarter and lied to people, and they got shut down. And then somebody got the idea. Somebody saw it at Visceral Games or maybe EA, and they said, listen, let's try this. So when you look at this video and you look at the names of Call of Duty and Battlefield, you have to realize this is 2014. Battlefield, even if they're going to call this Battlefield Hardline, which is a stupid ass name, throwing Battlefield on any, I mean, you're just throwing the name on there. Your EA is just copying Call of Duty. You know, Battlefield's name is a bad name. Just leave it off there. Leave Battlefield off there. I mean, if you're trying to attract the Call of Duty population, and you've been trying to copy them and trying to be like Call of Duty for 6, 7, 8 years and failing, why even throw the Battlefield name on there? You know, to attract the hardcore Battlefield fans who are just going to be pissed off when the game comes out anyway because it's Call of Duty. So why don't you just call it Urban Police Combat and leave it at that and let people decide from there? You know, Advanced Warfare is going to be a new game. For one, I think this is a great idea. I hate the Frostbite engine. I hate Battlefield. I can't stand playing a first-person shooter, looking through the eyes of my character and seeing FIFA movements. And that's supposed to stay in third person, but somehow are incorporated and look, it's just retarded. So I'm so glad that Battlefield is not coming out next year. I hope they get rid of DICE. I hope they have somebody other studio take over the Battlefield franchise and put a different engine on it because it's trash. I'm thankful that even though they're slapping the Battlefield name on this cop game, that Visceral Studios is doing it, and I hope it's a different engine. I hope so. I hope Star Wars Battlefront is too, coming out in E3. I'll leave the links in the description below. You can read the story or whatever. And I posted these videos a long time ago, 5 years ago or 3 years ago, whatever it was. And eventually this was going to happen. And I predicted it. And it should have happened way before that. All these games before then was pretty stale. And it's only because at this point now the games are really stale that we are going to see this game, whether it be this year or next year. So I hope you enjoyed this commentary. Until next time, it's your boy Fist. Peace. I'm out.